Hello again and welcome to our July news roundup of all things monitors and displays. After a fairly quietish June as the frenzy of Computex 2026 died down, we're back now to seeing loads of interesting news and developments in the monitor space this month. In case you missed some of the stories that emerged, we'll provide you with all of the highlights here today, which includes the emergence of triple mode IPS gaming screens, an explosion of large ultra-wide displays, some Battle Royale focused gaming screens, and the world's first inkjet printed OLED panel as well, to bring you some further competition in the OLED monitor space. We'll also recap our recent reviews and articles and take a look at some of the new releases too. And stay tuned till later when we'll look ahead to what we've got in store for you next month during August. So let's get right into it. With dual mode displays becoming increasingly common and offering a wide range of choice for different gaming needs, we've started to see a shift this month in this space. We saw Philips unveil, for instance, the world's first triple mode fast IPS gaming displays, which have even greater flexibility between high fidelity visuals and ultra fast performance, offering 3 resolution and refresh rate combinations, rather than just the 2 that you would normally get on a dual mode monitor. These new models from Philips allow you to choose between the native 1440p resolution with an overclocked 275Hz native refresh rate, or you can switch to 1080p at 360Hz, or an even lower 720p at 540Hz, depending on your gaming scenarios and the titles that you're playing. We know there are already some OLED options with high resolutions coming soon, including a triple mode function that we saw on MSI's latest 32-inch 4K model that was showcased at Computex this year. But this is the first time that we've seen an IPS LCD display, albeit with a low resolution and of course an LCD panel. Information is pretty scarce at this time, but Philips plan to launch 2 triple mode IPS gaming displays, both of which will be 27 inches in size and both set to feature a number of other gaming enhancements along with technologies focused on eye health. The main difference between the 2 models that we're aware of at this time is that one will offer a more premium aesthetic and design, which will include their smart ergo based stand and a full range of adjustments, and it's also set to feature the new Evnia AI gaming icon glow light on the rear of the panel too. We await further details on these screens, including details of availability and pricing, but it will be interesting to see whether triple mode screens start to become more popular and whether they take over from the current dual mode screens, or whether there's maybe space for both in this market at the moment. We look forward to seeing what happens, and we'll of course bring you further news of these and any other new triple mode panels as we get that detail. Moving on, and we saw a surge in ultra-wide screens this month as well, both in the professional and gaming space, with some offering capabilities that could be suitable for both. First up is another Philips screen actually, which features a 34-inch VA LCD panel, a 1500R curvature, and an uncommonly high resolution of 5120 by 2160 or 5K 2K as it's commonly called. This offers you an excellent pixel density of 164 ppi, and the screen also offers a native 120Hz refresh rate, which can also be boosted to 240Hz when dropping to an ultra-wide full HD resolution. The screen also comes Kalman Ready certified for calibration and includes multi-view technology, allowing you to work with multiple devices at the same time thanks to its picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture support. It's equipped with a power sensor and ambient light sensor, which can turn the screen on and off depending on your usage and control the brightness level depending on the ambient light conditions of your room. So whether you want sharper visuals or you want faster paced performance, Philips has you covered with this model. It's slowly starting to appear in some regions, but full availability and pricing is awaited. Similarly, AOC Gaming also announced 2 34-inch ultra-wide screens in their budget-friendly G4 series this month. These 2 screens are built around a fast VA panel with a 3440 by 1440 resolution, the standard on a screen this size, with one model offering 180Hz refresh rate and the other reaching a higher 250Hz. But unlike previous G4 screens, a few connectivity features have been added here, making them suitable for general office uses as well as gaming. That includes USB Type-C with 90 watts power delivery and a KVM switch function too. These both have a really attractive price point, so a great option if you're a gamer looking for a hybrid screen for work and gaming without breaking the bank. Moving on to the professional scene now, and ISO announced two curved ultrawide models in their Flex Scan lineup this month. The flagship EV3851X provides a very rare screen size, but one that is still very popular with many previous users of similar models released in the past. It's a 37.5-inch size screen, or commonly 38-inch size, ultra-wide format with a 2300R curvature and built around an IPS LCD panel. And this offers a 3840 by 1600 resolution, giving a 24 by 10 aspect ratio and a slightly larger vertical space than common 21 by 9 aspect ratio monitors. This one does have a low 60Hz refresh rate though, but it offers premium presets for colour critical work and comes with a choice between a black or a white design aesthetic. The smaller EV3451X also uses an IPS LCD panel, but offers a smaller 34-inch screen size with a 3800R curvature, 3440 by 1440 resolution, so standard resolution, 21 by 9 aspect ratio, and it's for more general office uses and purposes. This one too is available either in a black or white design. These two new ISO monitors come with an impressive 7-year warranty as well, and include a number of additional features which help reduce eye strain, such as an auto brightness control, which automatically adjusts the screen brightness as your ambient light changes, and a paper mode which reduces the amount of blue light emitted. Anyway, these are both due to be released this month, so do keep an eye out in your region for more information. Next up, we'll move away from ultra-wide screens, but ramp up the size even further and look at a new model from ViewSonic which was announced, which is a large format 43-inch sized VA LCD display boasting a 4K resolution, 103 ppi pixel density and a 60Hz refresh rate. One of the key features of this panel is its quad screen multitasking support, where you can display up to 4 independent video inputs simultaneously on the screen using picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture modes. This would be the equivalent then of having 4 22-inch sized screens operating at once, making this potentially useful for multitasking and multiple workflows. This screen is available now at a competitive price point for a large format screen, so do check out our affiliate link below if you want to check availability and pricing in your region. We move into smaller sized LCD monitors now, and we'll take a look at some of the other screens that have caught our eye this month. And if you're a Battle Royale enthusiast and a competitive gamer, then look no further than BenQ's new ZOWIE models that they revealed this month as part of their XQ esports monitor range. There are 2 new models set to debut in this series which offer basically the same specs, just in different screen sizes, with both a 24-inch and a 27-inch option available. Both these screens feature a newly developed fast TN film panel with a 1440p resolution and 360Hz refresh rate, a resolution especially uncommon actually in the 24-inch segment, so that marks an interesting change there for their screens. These 2 models are also set to feature BenQ's latest DIAC 3 technology, a blur reduction technology that's designed to reduce motion blur and ensure exceptional image clarity and sharpness, with the screens also including new colour filter technology to reduce colour interference, making enemies easier to spot, they say. Helping you to get battle ready as quickly as possible in an esports tournament environment, there are a few features here as well which will save you valuable setup time. This includes the Sync app function, which will allow you to sync your monitor settings from a phone app and apply them directly to any compatible monitor via an NFC tap to connect sensor. While a new G sensor is also on hand to automatically adjust your monitor to your desired position, ensuring optimum viewing position is maintained wherever you are. BenQ's exclusive wired controller is also included for a quick and easy setup and control, and it comes with a magnetic shielding hood to prevent glare and reflections. These 2 screens are both expected to be available during the second half of the year and could be an interesting option for competitive and esports gamers for sure. In other LCD news, we also saw Acer offer a new model in the increasingly popular 5K dual mode space, as they announced a new model as part of their Nitro X5 series with a ridiculously long product name, which should appeal to those people who are after a hybrid solution to meet the needs of both creators and gamers. Like many other brands before, this is set to feature a 27-inch IPS panel with a 5K resolution and a native 75Hz refresh rate, but that can be boosted to 300Hz when switching to the lower 1440p resolution via the dual mode function, so that means a quadruple boost to your refresh rate. With 5K meaning 77% more pixels than 4K, it offers a Retina class resolution, as Apple would call it, 218 ppi pixel density, along with promoted high levels of colour accuracy and wide colour gamut coverage as well to enhance your overall productivity and gaming experience. This model is available to buy now in some regions. It's been a fairly quiet month in the OLED space actually, but there was some exciting news from MSI as they announced a monitor in their Pro Max series of screens, which will be the world's first OLED monitor to use a new inkjet printed OLED panel. Now that comes from TCL CSOT, a new competitor in the OLED monitor panel space to compete with the existing Samsung Display QD-OLED and of course LG Display WOLED panel options, which currently dominate this market. The MSI screen is 27 inches in size with a 4K resolution, an RGB striped subpixel layout and 120Hz refresh rate. It's got a sleek white design aesthetic and a range of modern connectivity and convenience features, along with a matte anti-glare coating suitable for the target market and professional space. We await details on pricing and availability for this model, but it will be interesting to see how many other manufacturers start to adopt panels from TCL CSOT, and we'll look forward to further developments and panel options from them in the future. We have two special mentions this month, and the first relates to some interesting news that came out of Acer as they announced a new flagship performance tier for their Display HDR True Black certification. This latest update adds a new True Black 1400 performance tier, with the highest tier previously being 1000, and so this certification will be awarded to those displays which can reach 1400 nits luminance for a 10% APL, while also reaching a full screen luminance of 700 nits. This is great news, we think, as the new panel technologies that are emerging continue to push the boundaries in specs and brightness, although right now this tier is only being used for a couple of new laptop panels that were announced and showcased at the same time as the announcement. It's likely to be quite some time before we see monitor panels reach up to anywhere these kind of levels. True Black 500 has now become the norm for most of the new OLED monitors being announced. We've seen a couple of True Black 600 models that were announced earlier this year at Computex that should be available later this year and early next year. And we even saw a prototype True Black 1000 capable monitor panel from LG Display at Computex, but it will be a while before we see True Black 1000, let alone True Black 1400 monitor panels launched, we think. Still, it's good to see this new certification tier ready for future panel technologies and capabilities. The second special mention is for a monitor accessory this month, with MSI launching both a single monitor arm and a dual monitor arm designed to maximise your desk space and allow you to find your perfect viewing angle and position. The single arm can support displays of up to 49 inches in size, while the dual arm supports two screens up to 35 inches in size. They'll also incorporate RGB LED lighting and incorporate gas spring technology for a seamless adjustability with a full range of tilt, height, swivel and rotate motions available, with a quick and easy installation process promoted as well. Both of these are released now in the UK along with some other regions, so check out our affiliate link below if you want to know more. It's also been a busy month for reviews as we tested a range of new monitors during July. This included Alienware's latest eagerly anticipated 34-inch QD-OLED monitor, a screen that we also saw on display at Computex last month. This is their latest 34-inch Ultrawide OLED monitor, shifting here to the latest 5th gen Pentatandem QD-OLED panel technology with a 3440 by 1440 resolution and a 280Hz refresh rate. The new panel features a new RGB striped subpixel layout for improved text clarity, a new film coating to improve black depth, and a brighter panel which reaches the True Black 500 certification tier, with a peak brightness spec of 1300 nits as well. This one is available to buy now globally, and you can check out our full review linked in the description below to find out loads more about how it performed during our testing. We also finalised our review of LG's new Hyper Mini LED 5K dual mode gaming monitor, another one that we saw actually back at CES in January. This one features a 27-inch screen size with a Retina class 5K native resolution, 218 ppi pixel density and a 165Hz native refresh rate, and that can be doubled to 330Hz when dropping to a still very decent 1440p resolution using a dual mode function. It's got a 2304 zone mini LED backlight, reaches the VESA Display HDR 1000 certification and offers impressive local dimming capabilities. And being part of the UltraGear Evo lineup, it also incorporates a number of AI features, including AI upscaling, AI scene optimization, and AI sound. So do check out our review, linked in the description below, to see the results of our testing for this one. And this one is also available to buy now widely. Finally, on the other end of the gaming spectrum, we also reviewed an extremely budget-friendly monitor from Kurui, and we were keen to find out if a sub $100 monitor could actually be any good. This is a small format screen with a 24-inch class VA LCD panel, 1080p resolution, and a decent 180Hz refresh rate. The G2412V is priced as low as $100, so don't expect any extra features and connections beyond the very basics, but at this cost you may think, well, who cares? Especially if you're a casual gamer or you're perhaps looking for a low-cost display for a child's bedroom or something like that. Do check out our review to see if this budget-friendly screen is actually any good. A quick look now at some of the articles that we published this month, and we took a deep dive into the world of RGB stripe OLED panels. We're starting to see loads more of these become available at the moment, so if you want to know more about the intricacies of this new technology, as well as finding out about the panels and monitors that are both currently available now or planned for the future, then do check out our detailed article linked below. We also recently published a video of all of the latest OLED panel news and developments and updates that we've seen this year since our last updates that we published around April time, bringing you all of the latest panel sizes, specs and features in the QD-OLED and WOLED space, including a look at Samsung's new QD-OLED Edge panels for budget-friendly monitors, and also TCL CSOT's inkjet printed OLED technology that we mentioned earlier. Loads of interesting panel updates and info in there to check out, so do have a look at that if you've not seen it already. Finally, we've been continuing to update our monitor availability and launch tracker page for all of the latest releases, so hopefully you've discovered that page already and found it useful. But let's take a quick look at some of the screens that appeared to buy this month, which included a model from Gigabyte, one that was showcased back at CES in January and has finally started to appear in some regions now to buy. This is a 34-inch ultra-wide QD OLED monitor built around Samsung Display's latest Penta-Tandem technology with a 3440 by 1440 resolution and 360Hz refresh rate. This is a panel that we've seen and tested in competing models from Asus and MSI already, but Gigabyte's version is also available to buy now. This one also supports Gigabyte's new HyperNITs technology that we've taken a detailed look at in the past, so check out our article on our main website if you want to know more about that too. We also saw MSI's equivalent model appear to buy in the US finally, although it goes out of stock pretty quickly due to high demand. From what we've seen, you'll need to be quick off the mark to get your hands on one of these, but it's great to see these slowly becoming more widely available, and that's a model that we've already reviewed earlier this year, of course. Finally, Asus's new 32-inch 4K tandem WOLED monitor with an RGB stripe layout appeared online, with product pages appearing across various regions and even some availability in some stores like in the UK. We have this screen with us now for review as well, so look out for that review during August, and wider availability is expected to follow during this month too. We've also heard tentative reports that the Asus ROG Swift 27-inch version will be available imminently too. Now, this has not yet appeared on any websites that we've seen, but hopefully it should appear very soon. This is basically a smaller version with a 27-inch size panel, 4K resolution, and a new tandem WOLED panel with a true RGB stripe subpixel layout. The first time actually that we've seen a 27-inch 4K WOLED panel of any sort, so it will be interesting as an alternative to all of the current 27-inch 4K QD OLED monitors that are available already. We will keep our eyes peeled for any further movement on this and all of the other screens featured on our tracker page, so that is kept up to date and you can check that out at any time. Coming up for August, we've got loads going on. It's a really busy month actually. We're working on reviews of both of ASUS's new 32-inch 4K tandem WOLED monitors, including the RGB Stripe ROG Swift version that we just talked about, but also their new RGWB version in their ROG Strix. There's a lot of acronyms here, sorry. They're offering higher brightness capabilities and being one of the first 32-inch 4K tandem WOLED monitors to be released. Both of these look really interesting, so make sure to hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date on those reviews when they're ready. We're also going to be reviewing the new and very exciting 39-inch ultra-wide Alienware monitor that I know a lot of you are eagerly looking forward to. It's got a 5K 2K resolution, glossy screen coating and an RGB striped subpixel layout. It's been released in some Asia markets already and it's expected to be available later this summer in the US and Europe. We're expecting to receive that screen very soon, so look out for our review in the coming weeks. We'll also be taking a look at Gigabyte's new Aorus Elite series and a refresh of their popular 27-inch tandem WOLED monitor that was released last year, including a deep dive look at all of the new features and capabilities which define that new Elite series. We also look forward to bringing you all of the latest news and announcements from Gamescom 2026, which is taking place in Cologne at the end of August, as well as from IFA in Berlin at the start of September too. So loads of event news and content coming up in the near future too. Make sure you hit subscribe for that, along with all the reviews that we're busy working on already. So make sure you hit subscribe, as I say, to stay up to date with everything going on. And of course, all of these future news updates and roundups. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next month.